What's up everybody, it is I, Revenge, and welcome back to another Pokemon Go PvP Ferocious Cup video. Today, we're gonna talk about how to build a team that can possibly win you a massive tournament. How many people is like massive, alright? I'd say like 100 people. 100 people is like a stupid amount. When I say stupid, I mean good stupid. Like that's dumb, like that's, you know, great, friggin' fantastic, idiotic. And you know, if you're the tournament organizer, you are the true MVP right there. But you know, some massive tournaments have popped off over the weekend, and I just wanted to, you know, show you some stuff that I kind of like figured out by spying on their teams. You know, I'm always like taking a peek at people's teams and stuff, and trying to figure out like a pathway to success. Now, I want you to know though that this is kind of like a sad. It's honestly like a kind of a sad video. Why? Because the meta is dead, right? The meta has been formed, right? It's not, you can't really like innovate that much anymore. You can if you want to go anti-meta, but for the most part, I would say that the meta is like 80% formed, maybe like 90% formed, right? Something like that, like 80 to 90% formed. It'll leave you like 1 or 2 slots to innovate. And you can like try to break the meta. You can try to find like an anti-meta type situation once again, but that is untested, right? That is unproven to like show good results, right? Should like lead you to success. So I don't know. I don't really know if that's gonna be like the good thing to do there. But it's good to know what's up with the meta, right? What people are using to win, so that you can kind of like formulate your own plan. Alright, now before we get into the tournaments, let's talk about like the main meta, which I think is 5 Pokemon, right? This is just my opinion, but from like what I see from the tournaments, I've been following like all the tournaments, not just the massive ones, right? But yes, 5 Pokemon, right? So the first one, Umbreon. Umbreon is important, but definitely not as important as Ninetales, Alolan Ninetales, right? Alolan Ninetales, I think, is the most important Pokemon in this meta right now. For Umbreon, I can't really tell if the teams have Last Resort, right? But I just wanna throw this out there. Having Foul Play, that's fine. Having Last Resort, that's fantastic. All right. So if you want to look for like an alternative for Umbreon, with like, if you don't have the Last Resort and you don't feel confident in running just Foul Play, Dark Pulse, sure, but it's hard. It's difficult. Umbreon, Alolan Ninetales. The third one I would say is a Water Gunner, right? I would say that Bibarel is much better compared to Vaporeon. Why Bibarel over Vaporeon? Now here's the thing, right? Vaporeon with Hydro Pump, right, gets a little closer to Umbreon, right? If you can land the Hydro Pump. So it's like an iffy thing. Like, can you do it? Can you pull it off? 100%. It's an iffy thing, right? So yeah, but you surely 100% lose to Alolan Ninetales. And the thing is, we've been on this for like a couple of weeks, right? There's a ball point there, 137, 138, right, for Alolan Ninetales to beat Vaporeon with like 30 HP left. That's a big chunk, right? Because you can still like charm down pretty hard the next Pokemon, right? But I feel like after all these weeks, people surely have Alolan Ninetales at that like defense level, and when you get to the like close to the top in like your tournament, that person probably has like a pretty good IV Ninetales. So Vaporeon, not looking too good. Iffy on Umbreon, most likely not great with Ninetales, but with Bibarel, right? I forgot to say Bibarel, I said Bibarel. But with Bibarel, if you have good IVs on your Bibarel, right, and you know how to QSA, this is very important. I will show you a video on Wednesday, I think. We'll see, my next video, okay, after this. If you know how to QSA, if you know how many water guns, if you know how to count water guns to get a double surf back to back, right, you can 100% kill Alolan Ninetales, alright? You still lose to Umbreon, right? But the thing is, you have a surefire win against Ninetales. They both do the job of a water gunner. This is my animation for water gun. They both do the job of a water gunner, but Bibarel, right, has a surefire win against one of the core, the main meta, which we just talked about. Now, the next one I would say is a soft counter, generalist, safe switch type Pokemon. That's a lot of names. That's a lot of names for Pokemon. Which ones am I talking about? Linoon and Skuntank, right? They have nice wide coverage, right? They can handle a lot of things, and basically if you use them as a safe switch, you get like a couple of fast attacks in. They can kind of like turn around matchups where the Pokemon is switching in on them, right? Type of situation, right? Now, Linoon generally has better coverage against water types, friggin' electric types compared to Skuntank, right? But Skuntank has much better coverage with the core, okay, the duo, okay, Umbreon and Ninetales. Now the thing is, with your Skuntank, you need fantastic IVs, okay? I would say 92 defense, but I think I can't remember if it's like just random Reddit post that I read or if it's something from Go Stadium. They, like, some people recommend 95, okay? So yeah, that, like, the defense has to be on point for you to be able to pull off the Umbreon, Alolan Ninetales situation. Now, which one is better? Okay, that's the question. Which soft counter, generalist, safe swap is the better choice? Let me tell you the trend, right? First, the trend, okay? The trend is you target the core meta because it's very difficult to kill these things, okay? You want to kill them with multiple, like, Pokemon, right? So you target the core meta, so Skuntank is the more trendy choice, okay? Now, my thing is, though, that I feel like Linoon is still a good choice, right? Still a good choice if your team is running a bunch of stuff that is weak to electric, right? So let's say you're going double water, right? Linoon is, I think, the much better choice. Let's just say, okay? Or because I feel like electrics are like on the way down. If you're running stuff that is weak to water, let's say you have double anti-charm, okay? So I think that Linoon might be the better choice in that aspect, but I would say that if you have like both, right, and you're not sure, Skuntank is the safer, more trendy choice, okay? If you're really good with Linoon, though, if you're really good with it, plus your team like synergy is on point, okay, that's 4 Pokemon now. Now the last one, right, is an anti-charmer, like a hard counter anti-charmer, specifically Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen, I think, is really strong. You can swap in, farm down, block once, and then unleash Fury, okay? It is a fantastic choice. I think that it's much better compared to Fury Cutter Nidoking, even if Fury Cutter Nidoking can kill Nidoqueen, right? Because it can throw faster. Just the fact that you can farm down Alolan Ninetales, block once, and unleash Fury, that's gold, okay? Now, the other one, I would say, right, something that is like like increasing in usage, and I think is very strong, is Lowland Sandslash. Lowland Sandslash is a much softer counter. See, the thing is, with Ice Punch, Bulldoze, Alolan Ninetales versus Lowland Sandslash is kind of a difficult fight, right? You have to land 2 Bulldozes, so you have to bait 1 Ice Punch and then land 2 Bulldozes. But the coverage that you have is amazing, right? Very good. Like, you can beat Umbreon, which is part of the core meta. So you can kind of beat Alolan Ninetales. You just have to be smart. You have to land 2 Bulldozes plus bait the Ice Punch. You can most likely, I'm gonna throw it out there, right, most likely beat Legacy Umbreon, because most Legacy Umbreons have trash IVs, right? So yeah, with straight Ice Punch, okay? So the thing is, in the Sims, if you like maximize the stats, I think Umbreon comes out with like single digit HP. I can't remember if it's like 5 or 8, something like that, right? Like pretty low. Okay, so with the right IVs or with the wrong IVs, you can definitely like knock it out, okay? So yeah, you have the Nidos as well. Straight Ice Punch, you beat the Queen, you beat the King, right? I don't think that the King is gonna be that common as well, because, well, one, it's a legacy Pokemon, so it's pretty hard to find, right? So yeah, but Nidoqueen, I think pretty meta. You can handle it. Straight Ice Punch, that's great. What else you got? You got the two generalists, right? The two soft counter safe swaps, okay? Linoon, straight Ice Punch, and Skuntank, straight Bulldoze. You got both of those, okay? What else you got? Now, we're gonna talk about the 6th slot later, but let me tell you, very popular choices anti-water Pokemon like what? Shelgon and electric types, okay? So with Shelgon, you can definitely kill Shelgon straight Ice Punch, right? It's a dragon. Dragons are afraid of ice, okay? With Minun, you can kill that straight Bulldoze. It's a pretty close fight, but you can pull it off. Raichu though, whoa. you can if you land a Bulldoze, that's great. If you land a Bulldoze, that's great, but and then with the waters, if you land a Bulldoze, that's nice. It's nice damage. So it's got like nice coverage, but which is the better choice? I would say this part right here. You can choose either one, right? You can choose to have both if you like. I think both of them are strong choices. I don't think you absolutely need to have like a Nidoqueen as much as like Bibarel pulls the lead over Vaporeon, Skuntank pulls the lead over Linoon type of situation. I think that both of these Pokemon, right, are strong choices. Now with all of that said, it's gonna be much easier for us to understand what's up with the competitors here, like with the teams. Okay, so this is the first tournament, Ferocious Cup 1 Chopolis CDMX. I hope I pronounced that correct. I think One Chopolis is a YouTuber. Yeah, I think, right? Kind of difficult for me to watch his videos, but he's doing great on YouTube. Yes, fantastic dude. Is that it? Is that like what this is? Is this like a YouTuber tournament? I'm not sure, but they have like 130 participants. Definitely a massive tournament, and one person swept it. Pet Aguila, which is I think Eagle. Yes? Alright, so this is Pet Aguila's team right here. Very easy to understand now that we know the core meta in our heads, right? So Umbreon, okay, Alola Ninetales, and then a Water Gunner. In this case, Pet Aguila has 2 Water Gunners, right? So yeah, Bibarel, Vaporeon, okay, and then he or she has soft counter generalist safe swaps, 2 of them actually, Skuntank, Linoon. So this one is a little bit weak to charm, right? No hard counter, right? No steel type, no Nidoqueen. Okay, it's a farm down, unleash fury type situation, but has the Skuntank, which I'm gonna assume has fantastic defense IVs, and also has the Bibarel, and I'm gonna assume that this person is very skilled, knows how to QSA, knows how to double surf to beat the Alola Ninetales, plus yeah, or maybe has some secret strat figured out, right? So it has some secret strat figured out, okay? But that's definitely like something you can get around. You can see that kind of follows that general idea and has, you know, the double water, spice pick, double soft counter, spice pick type situation. And so sure. Now second placer Gibran C12 has, you know, basically like the same concept here, okay? So Umbreon, Alola Ninetales, Bibarel for the Water Gunner, Skuntank, generalist soft counter type thing. And then for the hard counter anti-charm Pokemon, Piloswine, who can do it straight Stone Edge, okay? But the nice thing about Piloswine is it's kind of like a Lowland Sandslash, but more sure, because Piloswine can beat Ninetales straight Stone Edge. Lowland Sandslash has to bait 1 Ice Punch and then land 2 Bulldozes, right? So this is like a more sure one. Plus it's got the same nice anti-core type situation, like with Umbreon, it can beat poopy IV Umbreons with straight Avalanche. So it's kind of like the same, alright? Kind of like almost the same. And then for the spice pick, that like 6th slot, Suicune, my advice is, if you have a Suicune and you figured it out by this point, right? You're good at it. You're winning consistently with it. Cool. It's gonna work, okay? If you have that magic, okay? That magic touch, okay? But if you don't, Drop it. Third placer Isaac here has a pretty interesting team, right? So he's got the usual Umbreon, Ninetales, he's got a Water Gunner, this time it's Vaporeon, okay? So again, let's review. B-Barrel is better than Vaporeon because if you know how to play the Alolan Ninetales matchup, you can win 100%, right? Vaporeon, you can kill Umbreon, but it's it's difficult, okay? You have to land the Hydro Pump, okay? But the thing is, he's got double anti-charm. Nidoqueen, Lyron. Interesting, okay? So yeah, he doesn't need that extra B-Barrel soft counter to Alolan Ninetales because he's got two massive hard counters to Alolan Ninetales, right? Okay, nice. It works out. And then, for the Spice Pick, Furret. Now, I have a comment from the previous video where we did a team analysis from the person who used a Furret in their Ferocious Cup and actually placed pretty high, okay? So this is the comment right here. First of all, thank you so much for commenting on my video. I appreciate you. Like, look at this massive wall of text, and this is very nice to read, so you can pause if you want to read through it. But basically, what Dragon Key is saying here is, no, don't Furret. And finally, we have Landov, who has basically the same team comp, but you'll see that like he's compensating for something because I feel like he favors a certain Pokemon. So he's got Umbreon, he's got Ninetales, he's got Vaporeon over B-Barrel. Okay, cool. He's got Linoon over Skuntank. Interesting, right? What did I say about Linoon again? It's better versus water types and electric types. Okay, cool. Landov has Nidoqueen and Raichu. So as you can see, this person really favors that Nidoqueen, like trying very hard to compensate or like to like kind of scare the opponent not to bring water types or like to bring just one water type because this person probably really favors that farm down, block once, unleash fury type situation with Nidoqueen, right? Which is I think what is happening here. Okay, I'm just trying to read the team and yeah. So yeah, we're basically just looking at that 6th slot, right? Plus the team synergy because we can like understand, like we can read these teams now basically, right? So yeah, moving on to the next tournament. The next tournament is Ferocious Mega Cup with King. With King Senpai, okay? And one person swept it, Fly Eagles 011. Congratulations. This is, I think, the biggest tournament so far with 149 people. Alright, so this is the Fly Eagles formula right here. Okay, so yes, the winning formula, which is basically what we just talked about. All right, so it's Umbreon, Alolan Ninetales, you got the Water Gunner, B-Barrel, you got Skuntank, you got Lowland Sandslash is the anti-charmer, which again, it's a very like nice coverage anti-charmer that can kind of do it. Okay, it can do it. You just gotta land that Ice Punch, bulldoze, but this person is probably very skilled, has not, you know, that matchup, you know, kind of like perfect in his head. I don't know. And then Suicune as his Spice Pick. So if you're good at it, all right, if you understand it, you got that magic touch with the Suicune, it'll work. If you don't have that magic touch with the Suicune, drop it. Second placer B has 401, has the same team comp except he has Minun instead of Suicune, which I think is a good choice because Lowland Sandslash is, you know, not that great against the water type, so you're kind of like, don't bring your water type. It sends that kind of like a signal, right? Plus it's nice because it also increases your Umbreon coverage. So sure, Spice Pick, Minun, not okay, cool. Next we've got Bella Bowlam, who is using the, I think, standard double water gunner set. I suggested this in my last video, and yeah, it's still working. Like, people are still placing with this team comp. It's strong. Dunebug 97. Now this team I thought was pretty interesting, okay? So he doesn't have a water gunner, he has Suicune, so he's got that magic touch. Alright, let's assume that he has that magic touch. And then for the safe swap, Linoon once again to cover that water weakness because he has two anti-charm Pokemon, right? So again, Why the B-Barrel again over the other ones? Because B-Barrel can beat Alolan Ninetales, right? But do you need that? Do you need that extra coverage now? No, because you have two anti-charmers, like heavy anti-charmers. So yeah, and then you kind of like cover the water weakness, and yeah, it's great. And finally, that boy Muck, who is my teammate on my esports team, the Sunseal Strikers, alright? This is actually exactly my team! This is what I favor right now, except that I changed up Nidoqueen for Lyron, and then I came back to Nidoqueen, but this is exactly my team right here, right now. Okay, I'm still testing stuff. All right, Suicune no more, but yes, he's got Umbreon, Alolan Ninetales, he's got B-Barrel for the Water Gunner, Skuntank Safe Switch, pretty standard. Nidoqueen, pretty standard. Okay, so 5, and then for the Spice Pick, he has Shelgon to increase his water coverage. Now I'm a little bit like I'm in debate right now with myself if I want Shelgon or Minun, right? But basically, Shelgon can't beat Umbreon. It can't. But Minun can. Okay, so Shelgon also really gets wrecked by Alolan Ninetales. Okay, so I was thinking maybe what if I just Minun over Umbreon? But the thing is, Shelgon has Nidoqueen. Okay, so that's kind of like it's like a side grade type situation, but this is basically my team right now. Okay, so yeah, that boy Muck. Last thing, let's just take a snapshot look at the cups. Okay, so this is one Chopolis CDMX, and this one right here is the Mega with King. Okay, so as you can see, not a lot of electrics, so that I really feel like the electrics are trending out, and a little bit more Lowland Sandslash, which is, you know, again, fantastic. Okay, so yeah, but basically the meta is formed, and that is basically how to build a Ferocious Cup team that can maybe win you a massive 100-person tournament. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed, but before we leave, let me just tell you something. Okay, officially I am changing my name to Eagle Hero. Why? There's something about that eagle, man. Okay, fly eagles, pet Aguila, come on. Officially changing it to Eagle Hero. Of course, I'm lying. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Remember to leave a like, comment down below what your team of 6 is, and if you want to give some feedback to your fellow battlers, okay, let's help each other out. Positive feedback. Don't be like your team is trash. Positive feedback, okay? Subscribe if you haven't yet. Ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.